So that's the settlement of Byzantium captured. We're going to exterminate the population. It's the best thing you can do early in the campaign to maintain control over your cities, plus you get more money for your army. Right now, Parmenion's on the ship, Alexander's in the city. So the first thing we want to do is we want to drop Parmenion off again. We're going to pull around the ship and we're going to take Alexander across. So we're going to leave some troops in the city as a defense in case we get attacked by the barbarians again. I think that might be enough. Can always build some more. And now we've got two full armies on the mainland. Byzantium is some troops on Byzantium. We're going to build some more men on Byzantium. And that should be enough actually. Those guys are going to go to Pella, and we're going to start attacking the mainland of Halicarnassus. So you can see there an army's gone into Halicarnassus. There's only 2 men in Halicarnassus before, 2 units. They've actually stocked up on the troops in Halicarnassus. So we're going to end the turn here. There's not really much more we can do. We don't really have the fundage to build any more buildings. I think what we will do is we're going to make Alexander the main army. So we're going to give him all the good weapons or units. And I'm going to put Parmenion amongst Alexander's army, so just for the time being. And then we can split Parmenion and Alexander after we start taking settlements. So we're going to end the turn here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send Alexander around to capture Halicarnassus. So you can see there's only really about maybe, well, there's a full strength there, I guess. Maintain siege. So we're going to have to fight. I thought there was only one army in Halicarnassus. We're going to have to fight Memnon of Rhodes. And you see there what I've seen before about the skirmish aspect of Persia. A lot of archers there, they've got chariots, and they've got these things called Barcanian horsemen, which are very powerful cavalry. But obviously we're playing against CPU. We should be able to win with tactics. So I think what we'll do is we'll capture the first settlement. We'll fight this first battle, and then we'll probably leave it at that, to be honest. So right now we're getting attacked by everyone. Again, at the start of the Alexander campaign, it can be a bit tricky. We're going to fight a massive battle here. Obviously it's like 1-to-1 men quality versus men quantity. So we're going to play this battle on the map and see how we get on. This is like a major battle early in the campaign. If you win this, the rest of the campaign is a lot easier. If you lose this, it's kind of like a make or break battle. If you lose this on very hard, it's a massive setback. So you want to win this battle at all costs. So let's fight on battle map. Always fight the battles yourself. Never let the CPU control your men. So we're going to start the deployment. It's a standard battle map. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to deploy. I can deploy over here, I guess. Where's the best place to deploy? Considering there's going to be a lot of archers, I probably want to take the battle to the enemy. I don't want the enemy to form up, so I'm going to deploy, I reckon, over here. And we're going to make a pike wall. Okay, let's get the set up. And we want, the rare occasion you actually want a battle map is when you fight the enemy AI. Okay, let's... So that's going to be the main force here. Fairly powerful, good pike right there. I think we're going to just make a second rank of spearmen, pacifists. And we've got a lot of cavalry, which is the benefit of Alexander, who's a great cavalry commander. And we've got a unit of hoplites. So I think we're going to split up the cavalry according to type. We've got heavy cavalry, keep our light cavalry separate for the archers, and we've got allied cavalry, and they're the two generals. So the allied cavalry is heavy cavalry, so we've got a lot of heavy cavalry. And there's going to be reinforcements for the enemy coming in. So again, a lot of spearmen. Persia is really a faction that puts more emphasis on quantity rather than quality. Just try to find the general. Is that the general? So we've got 5 chariots. That's one thing we're lacking. We're lacking some archers. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to push forward. We want to keep our cavalry away from the heavy cavalry. Oh, they're 5 chariots. And you can see they're shooting a lot of arrows at us. So let's send in the light cavalry. So you've got the 5 chariots coming in there. Or they're actually... So there's 5 chariots. So we're throwing our javelins at the 5 chariots. And I think we're going to charge... Keep these guys throwing at the 5 chariots. And we're going to... I think we want to engage as fast as we can actually. We're getting shot to pieces. Move forward the pike. And let's get things started. So even though these guys are spearmen, they don't have the best morale, to be honest. And let's start using the pike. So there's some side chariots coming in there, it's pretty bad, to be honest. Where's Alexander? So they even have Greek mercenaries as well. So we're going to, hopefully this charge is going to destroy what remains of the Persian spearmen, if you just get a quick charge there. So spearmen are actually holding out pretty well. We got to get rid of these archers as fast as possible. Should have more troops. Because the only thing I know, there's going to be more armies coming in. So they're actually immortals right there. We want to stay away from the immortals, they're pretty good. Well, they're not as good as our pike, but obviously for this battle we want to stay away. Who are we getting shot by? Shit. So this is a pretty tight battle actually now. There's a lot of enemy forces coming in. And there's horse archers coming in. So we've not done too badly in that first engagement, obviously. We've lost a lot of troops. But we're going to focus on taking out one of the armies first. And then we'll take out the other one afterwards. So I think provided that we can stay together, not be separated. Let's take out these dudes. So that's the thing about the enemy AI being so bad. There's no way a regular player would have made that mistake there. And charge forward the pike. Just need to outflank now. And I think we're going to be a bit more cautious with this engagement. Obviously we have to fight another battle after this. And let's hammer an anvil right now. So it's going to be a mass rout on this army. Don't want any of the cavalry to fall to the pike. And it's going to be a massive win over that Persian army. Again, the chariots are just so deadly for Persia that we really need to chase them down as fast as possible. Let's see if we can trap the chariots. They're quite close to the red line. Here, we're going to try and trap the chariots. And yeah, we got them. So they're going to rout off the field. And all we got to do now is just defeat the last Persian army. So if we can take out these cavalry, we can hammer and anvil the last of the Persian infantry. Was that the general? I think the general might have died right there. And hopefully that will be the end of this battle. And again, managed to rout the horsemen off the field right there. Just have to rout the rest of the Persian infantry off the field. Obviously, like I was saying at the start, Macedon or Alexander has far better pike. Persia has issues with morale. And that's a victory for our side. So we're going to continue this battle just to get as many kills as we can. Obviously, we've taken a lot of damage. Sometimes you don't always have to fight 4 armies at once. It's quite a little bit unusual actually. But again, this is a major blow for Persia, losing all these troops at one go. So again, just try and get as many kills as we can. Get some guy to attack that one. And I think that's probably all the troops. So we're going to triple speed this. Again, it's just a mopping up operation, just trying to get the kills. And that'll be a victory for Alexander. And you see there, he's actually gained 2 chevrons. So a lot of our cavalry's actually been taken out there. We're going to have to get some mercenaries or try and recruit some new cavalry. And that's the last 3 units of Persia right there. So that was a victory for our side. It was actually a heroic victory. Again, we just went total ham on the enemy. But we kind of had to because we would have been annihilated otherwise. So that was a really good victory for our campaign. That's going to be really helpful, a really good starting point. So let's continue now. So we've managed to capture Halicarnassus. We're going to exterminate the populace and we're going to gain 11,000 from this, or 10,000. We're going to accept all candidates for adoption. So Pella and Byzantium are both secured. Halicarnassus, very much secured. There's a lot of Persian armies here, but they're just the remnants of the last battle. They're not really too strong, and we need to start recruiting some quality troops. So basically, what you do now is you basically want to capture all the cities as fast as possible, and when you get to Babylon, you actually have access to a lot of money and very high quality troops. But again, capture the cities, and then basically if you need to hold a garrison, use peasants. Peasants fulfill the same role as soldiers, but they're a lot cheaper. So what you do now is keep on pushing forward. Do the best you can. That was a massive battle there. Do the best you can, and then once you have a secured bridgehead, if I had captured maybe all these settlements here, I can start putting peasants into Halicarnassus, and that will save on troops. So I'm not going to play the whole campaign. I've already done it before on very hard, and it is achievable, and it's quite enjoyable to do, but you need to really watch your time and really make the use of your troops. I would advise don't siege castles for too long, because it eats into your turns. You want to keep on sieging castles, attacking them, and then moving on. And that's the best way, because you don't want to have to fight loads of battles like this one I just fought here, because they'll wear into your resources and the time aspect. So hopefully you've had a bit more knowledge about how to start the Alexander campaign for Rome Total War. If you haven't already played this campaign, it is really enjoyable. It's different from your usual Total War campaign. Having the time aspect is quite unique actually, and really forces you to make smart decisions and play really well, because you will get attacked by the barbarian forces at the front, and as you can see here, I've got 97 turns to capture a lot of territory. So like always, if you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. This is Piper signing off.